I hope your friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new? Welcome, welcome, guys. Okay, let's see what's going on with you at the end of the month. Best message. Best message coming out. See what's going on with you guys is taking control. So it does feel like there is some kind of take control. Spirit is talking about making sure that you're holding on tight to your monetary gains for sure. Keep your spending under control. Really watching that, making sure you're not overspending. But it does feel like you are taking control of a lot of situations no matter what. Let's see. I just want to kind of clarify on this really fast because it does, yeah, it's progressing and really slowly moving towards what you want. So it does feel like no matter what it is, it feels like you just have to have a little bit of patience when it comes to the Knight of Pentacles, and really hold tight to that, because it does look like you do have some pickup in the pace. When it comes to monetary gains, it just feels like it's coming in kind of slow and surely. Let's clarify on this take control really quick. This card not only clarifies on that the entire reading. We have the Hope, the Star card coming out. So it definitely looks hopeful. It just looks like there's going to be a lot of balance that you need to do when it's coming to the monetary gains area over here. Make sure that you are keeping a budget and keeping invested in the areas that you need to keep invested towards the end of the month. Definitely in the recent past, you had not enough communication. It seems like there was something that was sliding in communication, a little cold. Someone might have been neglecting a situation when it came to either telling the truth or even communicating, like maybe they didn't get back to you, that type of area over there. So you could have felt like, and maybe even felt they were a little nasty about it. Someone was definitely cold about just the way that they were talking. Take that how it resonates. And then you have the harmony and the inner peace over here, where it feels like everything is just kind of going the way it's supposed to go, and there comes that beautiful balance. Because of vigilance, right? It feels like you're going to be very vigilant and really taking control of this situation. In the recent past, it shows that you did have some success in a situation. It just felt like if they could have communicated a little better, there could have been a more success. There could have been more money. There could have been more to the situation. It just feels like there was this hold back. Maybe somebody owes you money, and you're waiting for that as well. So take that how that resonates, but it just feels like there could have been so much more than there actually was. In the Knight of Pentacles, it says it is moving. It's just that the direction that it's moving in is definitely a persistent yet slow direction, not coming in as quick as possible. Watch your anxiety level, because, just make sure that you're remaining positive about the situation. It does feel like you are a little in your head about the situation, that it's not coming quick enough. And maybe that is because somebody dropped the ball or something in the recent past, so that put you into this kind of fearful kind of zone that things are not moving quick enough for you into the month, which it is pretty slow. The King of Cups over here is saying just make sure that you have self-care and that you keep your emotions at bay. Really watching the emotional tides as they are coming through. Having that water coming through is definitely giving a little bit of mixed emotions about the situation. So I do feel the end of the month you will have mixed emotions. I think, holding tight to the gains is going to, be helpful, of course. But I think that it's, what about when I need to do this or do that? Seriously, with gas prices the way they are, it's going to feel like you're, giving more than you wanted to give, right? Things like that, food prices, things of this nature. So it is going to feel like you are kind of up against a wall a little bit when it comes to certain areas where you are trying to hold as tight as possible. So just be careful of that. It does show that there is a cycle change over here, and that once this really starts getting moving, that cycle will actually go back into a better fortunate area for you. And the more that you take control of this, you will have an increase. So the more that you're increasing in the budget and the balancing, the more that cycle will work for you instead of against you, of course, right? Yeah, because it's overwhelming right now. But at least the good thing is that you have the Wheel of Fortune on top of the Death card. So it says whatever was overwhelming you towards the end of the month, you know, there will be a cycle change towards the beginning of the month. So you're just going to have to kind of, it's going to be kind of a push and pull for you guys. You're going to feel a little bit like your back's against a wall in certain issues. Definitely. Oh, absolutely. And if you feel like somebody is trying to get away with lying or deceiving or conning you out of something, just be aware of that, because it does look like someone might be around you that might want a handout also. Let's put it that way, right? You can't say, I can't give to you right now. You're going to have to wait and really have to put your foot down about that situation, because it does look like for some of you, there will be somebody who's coming to ask for a handout. Bad time. Do not allow, you know, them to borrow money from you at this time, guys, because that's just not going to happen, right? Because you really have to hold tight to what you have and put your family and yourself first in this case, you know. So if you're used to always being the helpful one, right now the best thing to do is help yourself, and just pray that they're very understanding about this situation. With the Two of Wands, yeah, this is pretty much like you have to come to the decision, you know, what's going to be the decision that you're going to have to come to. So it's going to be very humble. It's going to be a humble decision that you're going to do while looking out. You know, maybe you're even trying to improve the situation with your friends, family, whoever, you know, it looks like they want this handout. But it does look like they're kind of being a little conny about it. You know, maybe they do. Maybe they, you know, use over sincereness or something to try to weigh on those strings. Almost sounds like a child. Come on, Mom, you know I need it. Right? Not today. But yeah, and it does feel like they do have the Five of Cups. They do feel like you're kind of putting them back on the back burner, but they have to understand you feel financially that you're kind of on the back burner. But the whole, you know, scenario is because you have to, you know, go for the things that you need to keep your stability going, right, and your firm foundations. So with the inner peace over here and just feeling very harmonious and having this inner peace, to also gain this inner peace, there could be a lot of meditation, relax time needed for you guys, just to kind of take a step back. Yeah, because there's going to be some juggling, you know, of the circumstances at hand. So, you know, you're going to really need to be at peace over here to really pick up the pieces and really, you know, juggle the situation around within your mind on how to, you know, get things to where you need to be, you know, seriously, really learning and really figuring things out. You might even have something that you need to literally learn to get through this. So if you are trying to get a budget, a real budget, solid budget going, you might be learning that on YouTube or something of this nature. They have a lot of really good ones on YouTube, actually, if you're looking for that. Whatever the situation is, it does look like you are watching and paying attention, though, to something very important that you have to weigh your pros and cons about. Yeah. Well, whatever it is that you're learning and watching towards, you know, the beginning of the month, my friends, it does definitely bring in some success and some better understanding for the victory. So it's going to feel like whatever you're learning is, you know, something that was good. It brings a lot of hope in, for sure. It definitely will keep the control and normalize the things around you. So, yeah. This is really where you're going to bring a lot of intuition and logical thinking in. And I actually think it's going to be the other way because, you know, when we're learning, we're using our logical minds. So it's something like I'm going to, you know, weigh the pros and cons of the logical mind and really start analyzing the situation out. And then, of course, whatever it is that you pick up, that's when that, that intuition will say, yeah, that's exactly what it is. You see what I'm saying? So it does look like there is going to be a lot of things that you're going to come to crossroads with, and decisions that need to be made about the situation, in which is going to, like I said, it's going to bring in success. You're going to conquer the situation once you really start really digging deep into the situation to really get your boats and ships coming in. And it's going to allow you to see further, and your perception is going to really open up, to these new, fresh ideas. It could even be a little bit of a creative source with wands. Wands bringing a lot of creativity when taking action. So that's a very good thing as well. But at least you'll feel like you're on the right track, and it will definitely, yeah, bring out anything that you felt you had any kind of doubts or about, right? So if you're doubting the situation is going to turn around, you're going to definitely do some kind of research or something, or talk to someone about the situation. Like I said, maybe it's just even talking to yourself. But any doubts or suspicions about this situation will definitely become clear on how you're going to do things, because you're going to be overly focused on trying to do what it is you need to do, which is very good. So, and it does bring in, whoa, the Ten of Cups, and look, now you have the generosity. So now it's almost like you can tell this friend over here, okay, look, now that I got my Ten of Cups, I focused and I figured out the situation. Hey, do you still need me to help you with that situation? Right? You know they will. It just feels like that's that kind of friend that's like, oh, okay, what a bummer, man. And you'd be like, come back later, when I get the situation done. And it does. There's messages and stuff, and they'll see that you're right back on the ball again. So it does feel like it is somebody, that you do help out on, maybe you call them your charity case, or the person that you need to help out the most, or however. But it does feel, like they will come back around, and you'll be willing to help them on the little situation once you get it all under control. That's for some of you. For others of you, it's just learning really about give and take, and how you're really separating maybe the savings from the regular money, or, however, either that, or maybe this is just that person who's really giving you a handout in the situation, about how to do things, the helping hand, however you want to see it. And if you need the helping hand, they're going to be there, to help you out as well. So, but however it looks like the control of the expenses will be fine, and the income then will become the status quo again. So it looks like you're just kind of in a status quo, to stay in a status quo until it actually kind of changes and starts moving. You see what I'm saying? Okay, guys, and that was it for you. Until next time, peace and love. Bye bye.